Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back, and we're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure. And the oil companies are ready to go.
President Trump talking to Orrin Libby Dean on the plane last night about his goals in Venezuela. Now, oil, obviously, is at the center of much of this. So let's explain why tonight. Venezuela has the world's largest oil reserves, okay, about 17% of the global supply, but they're only responsible for like 1% of the world's oil production in the present day. And there are a lot of reasons for that, but it all goes back to the nationalization of the Venezuelan oil industry, and that happened in 1976. All right, so you look at it on the timeline, and they established and set up a state-run oil company way back in the 70s that was allowed to do business with foreign firms. And the industry, for a while, it just kind of kept humming along, helped out by high oil prices. In the 90s, they opened it up even more to foreign companies. But things really started to change in 1998. Why? That name you see under the year right there. Hugo Chávez comes in, is elected, the socialist as president, and starts taking control of the industry. In 2007, he gave the oil companies an ultimatum. You give us a majority stake or that's it, hit the road, get out. ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips, they both left. And they've been battling the government for compensation ever since. They've taken a big hit on all of this. Nationalization has not been good for industry. It's been falling behind on the technology and the infrastructure. Production's been declining, especially since oil prices tanked like a decade ago. It means it won't be easy, if you think about it, or cheap to get things back up and running this time around. And when you look at what the country has by the numbers here, it currently produces about 900,000 barrels of oil per day. That's according to one estimate that you could get that up to 1.5 million barrels in about 18 months. But the cost, and this is important here, the cost of doing that would be high. You're talking about $7 billion in cost, and still just a drop in the bucket in terms of global oil supply. Now, Venezuela has major untapped reserves, an area called the Orinoco Oil Belt. They've had difficulty getting to it and expensive in the process of getting to it. The oil is almost all what they call heavy crude, right? So right in that area, it's good oil, essentially. Heavy crude, much more dense and more contaminated, requires more refining, but that's actually good for the American oil refiners. I mean, they're kind of built for this. They were originally set up to process the heavy crude oil. A lot of the refineries along the Gulf Coast, this is what they were built for. They love to steal that business from China or from India, where most of the Venezuelan oil now is sold. Now, we do have, this is an interesting component of all of this, a domestic oil boom happening in the United States right now. We're pumping a lot of oil. Hasn't been doing our refineries much good, though, because a lot of that oil is not the heavy crude. It's light and sweet. Sometimes you hear it referred to as light, sweet crude. That's exactly what it is. And it led to kind of a strange dynamic in the oil industry of the United States. We import a lot more of the raw crude to be processed in the refineries, and the oil that we produce, we export to be processed elsewhere, right? So it's kind of funny. We're making it here, we're sending it overseas. So with that, we end with just a look at the price of crude oil. This is 6-month performance of what's called West Texas Intermediate, the benchmark for oil in the United States. And for any company looking to do business in Venezuela, the math really depends on the demand. Now, prices at the end here have been falling down to the mid-50s. So there's so much supply right now in the global market, and, we'll see. Are these companies going to go running back into Venezuela after what happened in the past? Open questions.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.